Welcome to the Yan Ken Kitchen. Before we start, let's go over a few very important rules of the Yan Ken Kitchen. Now you are in my kitchen, you follow my rules. The first thing I do, after I wash my hand, is dry it up very nicely, and then I roll up my sleeve. You know why you have to roll up your sleeve? If your sleeve is long and hanging around, sometimes when you're walking around the kitchen, you might bump into something. It can be dangerous. It can be a part of water or oil. So make sure you do that. Now, like me, you should also put on your apron nice and tight. Now, I am ready to go.
麥達有大人喺廚房嘛？
Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. Make sure that you check with grown-up first to see if it's okay, because my mother was talking to me way back there. Now, the first thing I want to show you is get ready to rock and roll in the kitchen. Maybe I'm not rocking, but I am rolling. I'm going to show you how to make this delicious tortilla roll filled with barbecue pork. Here, I have some cream cheese here, okay? And I'm going to make this nice sauce. The first thing I'm going to do is add a tiny bit of minced ginger, okay? A tiny bit of minced garlic. And then also a tiny bit of chopped parsley or cilantro, okay? And then a tiny bit of salt and a tiny bit of 5-spice powder or just white pepper. And then a tiny bit of Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce. And then I squeeze a tiny bit of lemon right in here to give that nice flavor, okay? Make sure the lemon seed don't get in. And then if you want to have if you like hot and spicy food, put a tiny bit of chili sauce right here. And then you are ready. Let's move this away so we don't have to have a lot of, we can have a lot more space to work. And then you move around. This is great exercise. Look at that, move. Very easy to do, a lot of flavor here. You can do a lot of exercise in the kitchen. You know that? Now, with my sleeve rolled up, I don't have things hanging around. And then in the meantime, we set this aside, put it right here, right here. Look at how I handle this. And then I have some flour tortilla. Look at how easy it is. Flour tortilla, the first thing I do is put a tiny bit over here. I want to show you to do it one by one, okay? So this way everybody can learn. I put approximately 1 heaping tablespoon of these cream cheese mixture. And I use this spatula. I move them around. Look at that. Look at that. Move them around. Look at how easy it is. And then you hold on to this and make sure. Now, this is the best way to do it because after that you can roll it up. So you can put a tiny bit of plastic wrap right over here. Put this right over the plastic wrap. And then you can put some mushroom, lay them all up like this, and some cucumber, lay them up, give color, and also a tiny bit of purple onion. And also, if you like basil, you can put a couple pieces basil leaf. And, of course, Chinese-style barbecue pork. Let's lay them all out. If you cannot find this, you can use bologna. Or you can use lunch ham or anything you like. I should ask my mother how to say that. Mother, how do you say that? Unfortunately, say it in Chinese. You roll it up. You see how you roll it up? You roll the whole thing up like this. Very, very tight. You see how I rolled it up? Very, very tight. And I continue to move these. I continue to move these. After I hold this whole thing up, look at that. Very simple. And then you can wrap up this whole thing like this. Very tight. This way, you can do it anytime you want, okay? Anytime you want. When it's done, we set aside, and I want to show you how easy it is to serve. this, okay? You take one of these out, and you open this up, roll it up like that. That means you can do it ahead of time. And then you use one of these knives, and you go like that. Now, knife is another thing. You should never, never use a knife unless you have your parent right next to you. And if I were you, I would not use my knife until I am 17 years old. When it's done, you put it over here. Look at how beautiful. This way, if you have more people, all you have to do is cut it another piece. If you have also 5 times as many people, you do it again. This way, one of these tortilla roll-up, you can feed 4,000 people. This is a great idea. How to stretch your budget, see? This is a beautiful rock and roll up. I know all of you love hamburgers because I love it myself. But I bet you have never tried a Korean flavor hamburger. So let me show you how they are made. Here I have some hamburger meat right here, okay? And then I'm going to put a tiny bit of green onion because in Korea they use a lot of green onion. And also, they use a lot of garlic. So we're going to put the garlic here too. Garlic, a lot of garlic. If you don't want to have a lot of garlic, you put them back here. Or you can put more, or you can put less. It doesn't make any difference at all. And then you put some cilantro or parsley or Italian parsley. Put a tiny bit of toasted ground sesame seed and a tiny bit of sugar. Optional. A tiny bit of salt. And of course, put onion, chopped minced onion. Oh, I love this. This will give the texture and wonderful color and flavor too. And also, you know what this is? This is tofu. This is pressed, this is bean curd, but I squeeze the water out so it's nice and easy. And I use a lot of them. This way I can cut down on the use of meat, okay? It's nice protein. I'm gonna move these away. And I use my hand. And I put a tiny bit of soy sauce. That's all I need. Okay? Mix it up, mix it up. This way, it's a beautiful Korean burger. Everybody, and you know what? You can serve with all kind of buns. And I'm going to show you when it's done. It's going to be so wonderful. Squeeze it, mix it well. And of course, it's important to wash your hand. And I have washed my hand almost 3 times in the past half an hour. Very, very important, okay? Make sure every time you do anything in the kitchen, always make sure you have a grown-up, your mom, your dad, or your older sister or brother right next to you. And make sure you know who is around you. Because when you turn this around, you don't want to bump into somebody, particularly if your doggy is right next to you. You don't want to step on the toe. Okay? Make sure you know who's around. You always say, who is around? Right now, nobody. Unbelievable. When it's done, we're going to shape this, okay? Now, there's one fun way to shape the burger. Make sure while I'm doing this, I'm actually shaping the damn thing into a perfect round. Look at that. And then, now of course, you do not need to use any oil, particularly when you have a non-stick frying pan. But if you don't have a non-stick frying pan, you use a tiny bit of oil, you just put the burger right here. And then, now of course, while you're doing that, make sure you don't put your hand right over there. Otherwise, you're going to have a pancake out of these. Oh, another one. All I have to do is to make 3. It's great exercise. Now, all nice and done. And we put this aside, move them around, and you can turn it down a little bit because you don't want to make the burn Korean burger. Make sure to turn them around. Oh, this is looking great. And then when it press a little bit, press a little bit, press a little bit. In the meantime, I am going to show you how to do another wonderful thing. This is corn on the cob. You know why? A lot of people love corn on the cob. How many of you here like corn on the cob? Everybody. Now, and how many of you like peanut butter? Everybody. Here is a dish that lets you eat them both at the same time, corn on the cob and the peanut butter. Look at this. First, I'm going to break this up, okay? The long one, because this is too big and it's hard to handle. So this is, break this up, okay? And then I will make the peanut butter sauce right here. Put a tiny bit of soy sauce and a tiny bit of apple cider or grape juice, and then a tiny bit of honey, okay? And of course, my favorite, my peanut butter. Oh, look at that. I put it right over here. It's a very interesting dish. And I put it right over here. And then I use a brush to mix all of these up. Make sure. If you make a mess like this, immediately clean it up. Very important. Now, I purposely did it so you can see. When it's done, I am going to get one of these and 2 foil. Look at that. And I am going to brush this. I'm going to show you how easy it is. We'll put one of these here. Put one of these. Oh, this is very interesting. Make sure you stir them all up. Take your time. If you run out of time, make less. Have more time, make more. Okay? Just brush it, brush it. This has got a wonderful flavor, you know. Now, since I am kind of short of time, I only want to do one. Wrap this up. Since I have more time, I do another one. And if they tell you, rush, you should not rush in the kitchen, okay? You should not go, rush. When you rush, it can be dangerous. So don't rush. If people rush you, you tell your mom, somebody rush me. Don't rush. Okay, roll it up. Look at that. We are going to, you know what I'm going to do? We are going to put this in the oven. Now, very important. When you put things in the oven or you pick things in the oven, whether you know whether it's hot or not hot, always make sure you use a pot holder to bring it to the oven and put it over here, and then pick up another one you have been working on very hard for a long time. And then right before you serve, you get ready this wonderful. Look at that. I have pocket bread and I have hamburger bun. And I am going to, since I love hamburger, so I'm going to have one for myself and one for you. Put the pocket bread. Now, of course, if the pocket is small, if this is big, you got to stuff it inside like that. It's sticking out like this. And then you serve with a wonderful sauce, a Chinese hoisin sauce. And now, you know what you have? You have a Korean flavor, hot. Don't do that. You'll put it over here. And I take this out, and I open this. Wow, it's hot. Make sure you let it cool down a little bit. And if you're in a rush, you just open it up like that. And you put it right here. You have a perfect meal. Now, if you are like me, then you love sweet for a snack or for dessert. Have you ever heard of shaved ice? No, it is not a rap singer. It is one of the most popular sweet for kids all around Southeast Asia. Let me show you what I mean. Singapore is so hot. After dinner, I went in search of something cool. That's me in my new shirt. What do you think? Who says that you can't find snow in the tropics? This place is so cool that it is hot. My friend Joe here is an artist. Unfortunately, his masterpiece usually don't last more than 10 minutes in this weather. This snow cone is bigger than my head. Some more colorful too. The only trouble is I have to finish the whole darn thing here. They give out doggy bags, but I don't recommend it. That looked like a giant snow cone, didn't it? Next, I want to show you how to make a very special Asian-style popcorn snack. First, you need the proper popper. And you can make popcorn in a wok or electric wok like this. This way, you can plug it up anywhere you want and you can make it 6 miles away. This nice proper popper electric wok right here I'm going to set aside. Now, the first thing you do is, of course, heat up your electric wok nice and hot. And you're going to put a tiny bit of oil, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of oil, vegetable oil, and move them around. And then you're going to put some popcorn right here. I'm going to let it pop and make sure, cover this up and just let it cook. In the meantime, I want to show you how to make one of my favorite cookies. And this is like the gold corn cookies, okay? Ginger flavor. This is what I have in this log right here. I have some butter, unsalted butter, and I have some powdered sugar, all-purpose flour, and some lemon zest finely minced. And ginger, here's interesting, candied ginger right here. And also roasted walnut, chop it up, and of course, some big piece of walnut. And this is how we do it. And then you use a little knife, okay? A little knife like this. Mom, can I use my knife? And, she said, I am old enough. I am 74 years old. And I never touched one of these until I was 24 years old. And we'll cut this up. Make sure after you do this, cut it up into little 3 pieces. And you set it aside, And if you love it, you can cut a few more. Okay, and then after that, you can line them all up here. Keep quiet. This popper is making me nervous. Okay, and then I put a tiny bit of walnut right here. And after this, you can put it back in the fridge or the freezer. You don't have to do it right away. And then when you're ready, you can just take it to the oven and you bake it until they puff up and they are cooked. Look at how beautiful. We're going to set this aside and remove these because we don't need this anymore, okay? Now, the next thing I want to show you is something wonderful. Look at this. Can you hear this? Now, the most important thing, I'm excited. There's enough for 500 people here. We better don't waste this. This is exciting. I love it. You shake it. Make sure now this is not a safety precaution. Everybody, it's better to be safe than sorry. Never open this like this. You always open it like that. So this way it won't pop in your face, in your lips, in your cheek. Very important. This is nice and done. We shut it off. And then you know what? Why I'm popping my corn? You know what I have done? I have melted some brown sugar with butter right here. And I am going to have some more popcorn. Sit. Oh, never do this, okay? When this... Keep quiet. Don't listen. You better listen. And then you put this caramel right in here, okay? Mix them all up. And then put some extra walnut, okay? Roasted walnut. And you know what you're going to do? You are going to put it right in the oven and let it bake until they are totally caramelized. And I am going to rush all the way to the oven. 1, 2, 3. And then I come right back. Now, look at that. Because we have 645 kids in the studio. Plus, I want to make sure I have enough to send it to you. So now here, I have a lot of popcorn with walnut and also my ginger flavor cookies. Wow, have you enjoyed kidding around with me today? Yeah! Remember, you can learn to feel right at home in the kitchen. It just takes a little practice, the right ingredient, and of course, someone special from the grown-up. Make sure they help you out. Until next time, remember, if Yan can cook, so can you, and you. 再见。